Hey, 20-1s. Welcome to your new unit. In this unit, we're going to talk a lot about absolute values. So what we're going to do, this is going to be a really quick video here. The first lesson is rather easy. Is we're going to talk about, okay, what is an absolute value? Maybe you haven't heard of this before. Well, it's a really easy concept. So it's just like this. Let's just draw a number line here. And let's throw 0 here. And I don't know, let's go -5 and +5. And so say I'm here, I'm at -5 or I'm at 5. And I say to you, okay, how far away is each of these points from 0? Well, from here to here, that's clearly 5. And if I'm thinking to -5, I'm not going to say I'm -5 away. Like in terms of distance, I'm 5 away, whatever that happened to be, 5 meters, 5 kilometers. So what an absolute value is it's really telling us the distance from 0. That's what an absolute value is telling us. It's the distance away from 0. Easy as that. So we've got a symbol for it. This is a function. We've got a symbol for it. So what we do is now say we've got some number x. So I'm x units away from 0. So we put these two bars here on either side of x, and those two bars say the absolute value of x. So if I wrote this, if I said, what's the absolute value of -5? What that means is, how far away from 0 am I? Well, I'm just going to say 5, just like that. And if I said, what's the absolute value of 5? Well, how far away from 0 am I? I'm 5 units away from 0. So what this ends up being here is our function. The actual definition of an absolute value is something known as a piecewise function. It's a piecewise function. And all that means is it's pieces. I'm going to break it up into 2 pieces. If I take the absolute value of a number, the original number could have been positive, or it could have been a negative. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to show you what the graph looks like in just a moment. And so we break it up a little bit more when we say it's positive, where x was bigger than or equal to 0. It makes sense. It was positive, +5. It's bigger than 0. It was maybe originally negative when it was less than 0. Okay, so that's the actual formal definition of a piecewise function. Now, on your graphing calculator, you can access these features on your graphing calculator. So on my graphing calculator, let's clear all this garbage out. What you do is you hit your math button, and if you go 1 over to num, do you see abs right there? So it doesn't mean like I got a sweet 6-pack. It means, look at that, I've got an absolute value. And so if I take the absolute value of -6, it's going to tell me 6, just like that. In a few lessons, we're going to look at the graph of an absolute value. So I'm going to clear all this garbage out. And so here's what the graph of an absolute value looks like. So again, I go over to num, and if I want to take the absolute value of x, I hit graph, and there it is. We're going to get this really sharp looking V. So we'll explore that a little bit more in the next couple lessons. But for now, in the first lesson, all I want you to think about is, okay, I give you something like this. I say, what's this equal to? Right? What's that equal to? So I could put that right in my calculator, but I'm going to just, oops, I'm one step ahead of myself there. 36 minus 49, okay, which is the absolute value of -13, which we now know the absolute value bars are just going to make this positive. That's it. Okay, so there's your first lesson in absolute values. An absolute value tells me how far away from 0 I am. Done.